This week's Sounds of Real Estate podcast comes to you live from the Salem Town Square Plaza in Salem, Connecticut. So we were on site for the grand opening of Brimstone Candle. An amazing story. I am so pumped that I get to share it with you guys. You're going to see everybody that was interviewed, selectmen, state representatives, Chamber of Commerce, everybody that interviewed in this podcast was so happy for Kathleen and the opening of her store. Can't wait for you guys to check it out. Hope you enjoy it. The Sounds of Real Estate live from Brimstone Candle. Hi guys, it's Vinny Valentino with Advise Realty Services, sitting outside a dream come true.
Yes.
Isn't that like the best way to describe it?
Absolutely.
Kathleen Roderick from Brimstone Candles, and tell me a little bit about the opening. We'll get into the story, but I mean, how does today feel?
Today feels amazing.
Yeah.
We had an amazing turnout, just incredible support from the community. As you said, a dream come true.
It is. Yeah, so rewind to first acquiring the plaza. I mean, we came, had a great meeting.
Yes.
I love the idea. I mean, tell me a little bit of background about everything, like how this actually came an idea for you to open. It happened during COVID, right?
It did.
Yeah.
So it was kind of a hobby that went rogue. Mm-hmm. My husband said, you need to get rid of some of these, so I started a business.
That's always a good thing.
So started in farmers markets, and I noticed that the plaza was changing, and changing in a great way. And I thought it would be a wonderful place to start everything.
Yeah, and we loved the idea from the beginning, and then, of course, we did get some news.
Yes.
Right.
Unfortunately, everything kind of came to a halt. I was diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer and was not sure if I was going to be able to actually accomplish this. But after about 7 months of treatment, I called you back up and said, I'm ready to go.
I love that. I love it. I think it's an amazing story. Obviously, I still remember the message and reading it when you said, hey, you know, about the news and everything. And it was, to me, I was like, no, because like I know that you have something that, like, I try to tell, like, my kids and everybody, like, as long as you have passion, you can stick behind anything.
Exactly.
Like, you know, a business can succeed as long as you have passion behind it. So one of the first things that I noticed about you when you would talk about this was the passion.
Absolutely.
So in my head, I'm like, passion's going to get her through, and passion's going to get us to this. So it's an amazing feeling. Like, you know, I know we were in touch of how everything was going, so to know that you were coming back and the space was here, you know, we did say, like, this one's going to be yours.
It was meant to be.
It was meant to be. So tell me a little bit about the product. I mean, the story itself is amazing, and I think one thing that we could say is that it is, I was up at 5 this morning, like,
Butterflies?
But yeah, because it's such a good thing, and, like, you know, and speaking with Siobhan and her telling me that, like, it's coming together and everything was going great, like, it was such a gratifying feeling. So this morning I was, like, pumped up. It was like I was opening up a can. I'm like, this is awesome. It's like such a good feeling.
Yep.
It's an old crap feeling, but it's like, here we go.
Yep.
But to watch you up there, to hear the amazing things that everybody in here is saying about you, there's proud, and super happy for you.
Thank you.
So the product itself, I mean, the inside of this place is amazing. Like, we walk through, everything smells yummy. I know some of the agents are walking out with stuff that they're purchasing. I'm actually going to get a journal.
Oh, wonderful.
That leather journal. So that's a handmade journal. Yeah.
That is. Yep.
So,
right down to the paper.
Yes.
The
so
paper
my cousin
is handmade as well.
My cousin, who's probably watching this, hates the fact that I write down, like, she's my admin also. And, like, I do all my, I write down, like, my days. So she's like, I hate that you write everything down. You know what I mean? But to me, it helps. So seeing that, I'm buying another one. So, but so tell me about the products inside. All homemade, right?
So all handmade. And so the candles represent the center of self-care for me. Mm-hmm. I talk about my husband all the time, but it's true. He comes through the door and he's like, oh, I know what kind of day you've had based on the number of candles that are lit in the house. Yeah. And he either talks to me or he doesn't.
That's an amazing intuition that men have, right?
Yeah.
We could tell.
And, you know, my candles really got me through the journey that I've been through this last year. And when I opened up, I didn't want it to just be about the candles. I wanted everything to revolve around self-care because that's what they represent to me. So we bring in bath and body products, journals, books, confections, all made by small businesses, artisan-made products. And then some of the journals and the wind chimes come from a women's co-op, all fair trade products. 95% of our vendors are women-owned and veteran-owned
Wow.
businesses.
Yeah.
But the candles themselves are all natural. I use, for my container candles, I use a combination of soy wax and palm wax with a cotton wick. So you get a much cleaner and longer lasting burn than you do from traditional paraffin wax. I don't know if you've ever noticed.
Yes, I remember you telling this to Tony and I. The first time we met, we were talking about paraffin, and then you gave us a sample, and I remember my wife loved it. So I would definitely have to go. I remember that. That's right.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I do remember that about the paraffin wax.
So, and it's just a healthier healthier burn. And if you burn as many candles as I do, you want it to be that
Absolutely.
way.
Absolutely.
So that's a little bit about the product. All the scents I choose, again, to revolve around self-care. So a lot of people have come in, and the one thing that they've said, there's not one scent I don't like. There's not one scent that's off-putting. And I take very, very careful with choosing those scents so that we continue that journey.
I love it. I love it. It sounds amazing. So it's 1 New London Road, Brimstone Candles. Kathleen, I cannot tell you how happy I am that you're open.
Yep.
It looks super busy, so I want you to get back in there.
We're here.
Talk to your clients. We're here. Stop down whenever. Yep. We'll put all your information on here on how people could get in touch with you. So one more spot left here in the plaza.
Yes.
What would
exciting.
you like? What would you like to see?
I would love to see maybe a healthy juice bar, smoothie bar. Something that you can come in and grab and go. Maybe some pre-made wraps and sandwiches.
That's a good one.
That would be really nice.
Wow,
Yep.
I love it. All right, well, you heard her, guys. If anybody has those ideas, bring them down
Get
to
down
the Salem
here.
Town Square Plaza. Again, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
so
My name is Siobhan Ebrahimi with Advise Realty Services. Please excuse my voice. I don't really have one right now. I'm sitting here with State Representative Holly Cheeseman for the 37th District. Holly, thank you for being here, being on our podcast, coming to Salem. Can you tell us a little bit more about what it means for you?
Terrific. Well, thank you for welcoming me here today, and it was wonderful to be here for the ribbon cutting. I am the state representative for the 37th District, representing this part of Salem, East Lyme, and a portion of Montville. And as we know, small businesses are the backbone of our economy. So to be here to welcome this new business to Salem and to see what you have in mind for this plaza, we don't succeed unless our small businesses succeed. So everything we can do to support them, shopping locally, help the owners as they start these new ventures, all of that is vital to our success, not only as a community, but a state.
Absolutely. I absolutely love that. And have you seen a transformation in Salem town?
Oh, I think so. I mean, certainly looking at the number of new storefronts that have opened, new businesses here, it's incredibly important, and particularly in a more rural community like Salem. If you don't have good, sound business development, then all that burden falls on individual residents. We want smart business development in whether our towns are big or small, and this is where a plaza like this in a town like Salem can play such a huge role.
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. Well, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you speaking with us and being on our great podcast. And I will definitely, moving forward, you're going to see a lot more of these events happening.
I'm delighted to be here
Yes.
today, and I will look forward to being here in the future as we celebrate more new successful businesses
Absolutely.
opening in Salem.
Definitely. I appreciate you being here.
My pleasure, and good luck with the voice.
Thank you.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Brimstone Candle Company. Today we are celebrating a grand opening. My name's Vinny Ferrucci, and I'm with Advise Realty Services. We represent the plaza, and we are here to celebrate grand opening of the Brimstone Candle Company. I'm here today with Kathleen Flanagan, who is the Director of Events and Coordination for the Chamber of Commerce of Salem. Kathleen, how are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you, Vinny?
Very good. I'm so excited about what's going on today. So how do you feel about this whole plaza just getting revived and getting cleaned up and just looking great? What do you think?
So as a regional chamber, we look forward to celebrating our members all over Eastern Connecticut. So in recent times, I haven't seen a company join the chamber in Salem for a while. So this is a great opportunity to bring light to this town And to see this plaza have so many different businesses is really exciting. So we're really happy to help support this ribbon cutting today and see Brimstone celebrate with their really wonderful candle company.
Yes, they do have some very nice things inside there. Handmade candles and all kinds of fragrances going on in there. It's exciting. So happy with the story behind this whole business too. It's amazing. So let me ask you one other question. There is one more spot left in this plaza. What would you like to see come into the Salem Plaza?
The first thing that pops into my head, let's see. Candy store. Is there a candy store here?
A candy store. Yes, we need a candy
Whimsical candy, bulk candy, chocolate, something for the kids and adults.
Something fun.
Something fun.
Yes, I agree.
Absolutely.
Also, too, so I know that you said you were with the Chamber of Commerce. Tell us, how do people in the town or in the surrounding area get a hold of you to join and maybe talk about some of the events that you guys handle?
Absolutely. So anyone is able to attend our events. We welcome members, non-members, anyone that's interested in just seeing what our business community is all about. So on our website, chamberect.com, we have our event section. And our next upcoming event, we do business after hours every month. So our next business after hours is the Spa at Norwich Inn. We choose different venues throughout the region. So sometimes they're in New London, sometimes they're in Norwich. They could be in Salem. So that will be 5 to 7 p.m. And that's just a networking event where you get to network as you please for 2 hours in the beautiful setting of the Spa at Norwich Inn.
That's awesome. That's great. So, guys, if you know anybody that has a candy business or needs to open up a spot, get a hold of us. Vinny Ferrucci, Advise Realty Services. We'll get you in tune with the Chamber of Commerce, and let's make it happen. Thanks, everybody, and we'll talk to you soon.
Hello, everyone. My name is Elena Capasso. I'm with Advise Realty Services, and I am a real estate agent. Today, I'm sitting here with Terrace, who will introduce himself in a second, but I would like to say we are at a grand opening for Brimstone Candles. It's actually our plaza that we're leasing out, so we got someone in here, and we did a little ribbon cutting, and Terrace is here with his cutting board. So tell us about your business, Terrace.
So what we are is I'm representing Adult and Teen Challenge. It's a 12-month residential program for anybody who's suffering from any type of life-altering addiction. We're a nonprofit organization, so we're responsible for raising our own funds. And one of the ways we do that is we have a carpenter shop on campus. Some of the residents come in. It's a large component of the vocational part of our program. Awesome. And they learn woodworking, and they produce cutting boards like the one that I'm holding here.
It's beautiful. That's so awesome. So where do the proceeds go?
All the money goes right back into the program because it helps provide a bed for someone who normally couldn't afford our program, because we don't turn anyone away. And we can do that with the help of the community, because by the time people get to us, they generally don't have any insurance, and we don't require that, and they don't have any money. It's not a free program by any means, but with the help of the community, by purchasing our products and donating to our program, again, we can not turn people away.
That's great. And how did you get connected with the owner here?
We were fundraising at a coffee shop in Colchester, and she was buying a cup of coffee, and she saw us. We struck up a conversation like we're doing now, and she invited us. She was so generous that she invited us to promote our program on her special day, which I think is just so giving on her part. We truly appreciate it.
Yeah, you gotta love some networking.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much, Harris. Anything you want to leave for the camera today?
Well, we just want to thank everybody, and just to let you know that we have bed space available for 28 people. We're in Moodus, Connecticut, and if you ever know anyone who might need our services, please feel free to give us a call.
Thank you. How do we get in touch with you?
Our phone number is 203-789-6172, and whoever answers that phone will be able to help you. It's Adult and Teen Challenge.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thanks a lot.
So I'm here today with Ed Shimilewski, First Selectman for the town of Salem. How are you today?
Great. Good morning.
Great. Good
Thank
morning
you for
to
having
you.
me.
This
Isn't
is
this a beautiful morning, beautiful event?
It's a beautiful event. We're here at Brimstone, the grand opening. So what do you think about what's been done to this plaza? I know that it needed some revamping. We have a lot of new businesses in here. We only have one spot left.
You know, I've been blessed to live in Salem with my family for nearly 30 years, and as a selectman for 8 and the first selectman for almost 2. And And what a difference Genesis in this plaza with the new ownership, the new leadership. It's absolutely beautiful. And from, 2/3 of the plaza being empty to it nearly being full, you look at the beautiful roof, the parking lot, everything is to code.
Yep.
I'd walked through this building 5 years ago, and it was really scary. Our residents appreciate the building. It looks beautiful from the road, and I think that our residents need these businesses. They want to support local businesses.
Absolutely,
And when we look at the candle shop that just opened this morning, I mean, I'm walking through it. What a great, my wife is going to be here all the time.
Oh, yeah.
So,
There,
yeah,
it smells
it's beautiful.
amazing
Yeah.
as soon as you walk in there.
Yeah.
So what do you think for the last spot? We have one spot. Is there anything in particular you think that this plaza can still use?
Well, I haven't thought about that, but what we're going to do, and I'm relatively new, so this is, I'm winding up my first term, and what I want to do is I want to lean forward now and be more proactive when it comes to businesses. I was just chatting with Melissa, who's the chair of our Economic Development Commission. She recently took over. And we're going to have a meeting of the business owners, and we'll start at the town hall, and we've just targeted. Sometimes you have to throw a target out. Within 30 days, I want to meet with as many business owners that will meet with us. We could brainstorm those issues and talk about what is needed in
Absolutely.
town. And a lot of times business owners don't know other business owners. And they might say, oh, this would be a perfect fit.
Yep.
I think the businesses in this plaza probably well know what would fit in here. It's a beautiful location.
It really
it's
is.
so heavily trafficked.
Yeah. Yep. Good parking here
And
too.
For
and-
years and years, it's been vacant. So when you look at the professionalism, the parking, it's well maintained. But the owners have put a lot of money into this, and there's been a lot of work behind the scenes over the last few years with our former first selectman, Kevin Lyden. I was fortunate to be his second selectman. And now we've reversed our roles. He's the second selectman, I'm the first selectman, to continue to work with the owners, not only of this plaza, but other businesses to enhance and beautify, and working with economic development to try to do the same thing. Because if our businesses are successful, our town will be successful. And we
Absolutely.
can't just rely on our residents for the tax base.
Right. Yeah. No, I think that's great. It sounds like you're raring to go. You have everything lined up, the people you need to talk to, get involved with the business owners, and this will be full in no time.
We're ready.
I
We're
love
ready.
it.
We're
Well, thank
ready.
you
And
so
there's
much.
other places in town that we could,
Yeah, always.
springboard to. So
Yeah, fantastic. Well, thank you so much.
thank you for having me.
Yeah.
And thanks for coming to Salem. Yeah.
Absolutely.